Come back here! So that I may brain thee!
What's up, space pirates? This is your Admiral, the unbelievably unflappable Dr. Disaster. And 4 years ago, the Wolverine game from Insomniac was announced, and finally it looks like they are getting ready to release some more news about it at the next PlayStation State of Play.
Well, we're waiting.
But one thing that has been conspicuously missing from any news about this upcoming Wolverine game is the fact that Sweet Baby Inc. has definitely worked on this project. Sweet Baby has gone into hiding after the Gamergate 2 situation last year, trying to get rid of all the evidence of the work that they've done on things, but as friend of the channel, Master of the TDS, says here in this tweet, "Don't be fooled." And then he shows an image of an old tweet from Sweet Baby where they wrote "thwip" and also "snicked." So excited and grateful to say we're part of the teams bringing Spider-Man 2 and Wolverine to life with the amazing folks at Insomniac. It's been a truly marvelous experience.
Yeah, alright, I'll see you guys there.
And this would totally explain how a few years ago, when images from the Wolverine game were leaked, Jean Grey looked like this.
You're one ugly motherfucker.
You don't call people ugly! Who the hell do you think you are?
I'm the real hero.
Here is another picture of Jean Grey from the Wolverine game, and here's another picture of the character model, which shows that they did the same thing to Jean Grey that they did with Mary Jane in Spider-Man 2. Sweet Baby Inc. is always at the cutting edge of plain or even flat-out ugly female characters, so while it is possible that in the past few years since these images leaked and were made fun of relentlessly, it is possible that they fixed it. The truth of the matter is, though, that Sweet Baby certainly consulted on this game and likely even wrote for it as they did Spider-Man 2. And here's the problem.
You can't fix stupid.
So yeah, after the way that Spider-Man 2 was turned into a woke mess, and after a litany of other games that they've worked on have flopped miserably, like Unknown 9 Awakening, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, South of Midnight, after all that, Sweet Baby has been desperately trying to hide their work and stay out of the limelight, but there's no hiding something that they've worked on. We can smell their stench from a mile away.
It was me!
Alright, me hearties, make sure that you hit the like button on this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We have just gone past another subscriber milestone, so I have a very particular question to ask.
How many assholes we got on this ship anyhow?
Yo!
We are now sitting at 147,000 a-holes in this space pirate crew, and as is the custom on this channel, with every 1,000 subscribers I add a new ship to the fleet in order to house the new guys. This time one of you recommended the Grim Reaker from Cyberchase, which you can see flying around right here. If any of you have suggestions for future ships to add, drop them into the comment section and I will put them on my long list. Super chats get bumped to the top of the list, and also, for your reference, I will be adding an alphabetical list of every ship already in the fleet to the description of this video. But in any case, thanks to everyone for being here, and I will do my best to continue to earn your viewership.
I knew it, I'm surrounded by assholes.
Now, for anyone who wants to doubt that Sweet Baby is still involved in this Wolverine game, I will refer you to this article here from PC Gamer from a little over a year ago, where they were trying to defend Sweet Baby Inc. one thing I'd like to point out is how abrasive this article is from a year ago. Just look at the headline of this thing and how smug these people were when it comes to anyone pushing back against the woke shit polluting video games. It's amazing how here we are, just a year later, and these same writers are nowhere near as openly hostile towards gamers. This smugness is largely gone. Now, I'm not going to say that we have won or anything like that. I just want to point out that these days they are hiding their contempt for gamers. And when you think about it, it's just like Sweet Baby themselves, who used to proudly display all of the games that they were working on and all the studios that they were working with on their website. But now, that's all scrubbed off of there. But anyhow, this old article from PC Gamer says down here, Sweet Baby is a narrative development company according to its CEO Kim Belair and described as a consultation studio on its website. Here's a great breakdown of what exactly that entails from a narrative designer that's actually worked with Sweet Baby before and is currently working on Insomniac's Wolverine. It starts with a dev team that has an idea. Maybe they already have an outline of their story and a core gameplay loop. Maybe they've got a whole script and a playable build. Either way, something is missing. Mary Kenny writes, these problems could involve poor world building, an underbaked character, and so on. The team knows something is wrong, but not how to identify or fix it. So yeah, that is narrative designer Mary Kenny, who worked on this Wolverine game, but is now currently working with CD Projekt Red. That is her defending Sweet Baby Inc. These people at Insomniac are absolutely in bed with this consultancy, and as for this claim that Sweet Baby doesn't actually do anything to change games, here is a trip down memory lane, a video from Kim Belair herself, the CEO of Sweet Baby, talking about what they do.
And we try to bring a lot of inclusion, diversity, and new ideas kind of to the industry. We start treating our core demographics as a fixed and static value, something that does not want to change and something that is locked in place. So despite like the changing face of audiences, despite the changing face of conferences like this one, we still look at our core demographics and say, okay, they're white, cis, hetero males. And we cater almost exclusively to them. We cater them the way that we cater to like a picky baby. We feed them the same thing that we know that they love, and we keep on feeding it. We're like, here you go, you love it, eat this, eat this, eat this, so that then when they get anything else, they react as a picky baby would, which is be like, oh no, thank you, I do not want this. Put this stuff up to your higher-ups, and if they don't see the value in what you're asking for when you ask for consultants, when you ask for research, go have a coffee with your marketing team and just terrify them with the possibility of what's going to happen if they don't give you what you want.
And now, I would just like to point out that these people completely crapped all over the Spider-Man franchise that Insomniac had put together. Spider-Man II very famously shoved LGBT flags into the game. They made Mary Jane homely and kinda plain looking, and then they forced you, the gamer, to play as Mary Jane during a segment of Spider-Man 2, which gamers absolutely despised, and it felt like the entire time in this game they were just crapping all over Peter Parker and turning him into the butt of the joke. Considering the high expectations for this game, this was pretty damned unforgivable. It is clearly Sweet Baby Inc. doing their thing to make the game more palatable to the modern audience. So, with all of that in mind, I don't have high hopes for Wolverine at all. We have already seen what they plan to do with Jean Grey, making her look similar to what they did with Mary Jane in Spider-Man 2. Rumor has it that players will be forced to use Jean Grey throughout a certain segment of the game, similar to how we were forced to play as Mary Jane in Spider-Man. And at this point, I am willing simply to avoid any game that was ever touched by Sweet Baby at all. even if this new Wolverine footage comes out at the State of Play and they scrub all traces of wokeness from it, even if they fix Jean Grey and make her look better, even if they've scrubbed all of that crap away in the same way that game journalists have been trying to clean up their act, and the same way that Sweet Baby has scrubbed their website, even if all of that happens, I am still unwilling to even give the game a chance as a matter of principle. I will support nothing that Sweet Baby has ever touched because I want to send a message to anyone who would even consider hiring them. My wallet is closed, but I'm gonna leave it there. Drop your disdain for Sweet Baby Inc. into the comment section below, and we will talk there. Thanks for watching, me hearties. If you haven't already, your Admiral is inviting you to subscribe to the channel and become a part of the crew. Life as a space pirate may not be glamorous, but there's always plenty of booty.